And so, without further ado, we have Infertility and the Art of Contentment by Grace Willnerd.
So, statistics say 1 out of 12 couples deal with infertility. And if that's you right now and you don't want to hear my feel-good speech, I get it. I've been avoiding baby showers for years. Hit up the bar, I'm sure they're still serving, and I'll see you there in a couple minutes. I feel like life is like a pendulum swinging. Sometimes it's really extreme on both sides, other times it's gently swaying around the middle, but I know there is a balance because I see it as I swing by. On our wedding day, aren't we cute? On our wedding day, I promised to multiply his joys and divide his sorrows, but I haven't ever been really great at math, and we've been through some trying times in the last 10 years. Recession, job loss, home renovations, and infertility. A few years after trying to conceive, I started charting, which includes taking your temperature and checking your cervical fluid. That got rolled on day 2. And of course, whenever you're trying to get pregnant, everyone around you is pregnant. The person at McDonald's is pregnant, all of your friends are pregnant, and you simultaneously are happy for them and also want to punch something all the time. So I did a lot of yoga, canning, we traveled, I hung out with my dog. I learned there's a lot of great life to be lived in the waiting period. The medical definition of infertility is the failure to achieve a clinical pregnancy within 12 months of unprotected sex. We were definitely there. So in 2014, we decided to see a fertility specialist. After going through all of the different options, they call your organs different things. It's very strange. Brian and I determined that we were only comfortable with artificial insemination, or IUI. I quickly found out that there are a lot of doctor's appointments. True, this is a true thing, true picture. A lot of doctor's appointments, a lot of things shoved in your vagina, and none of them vibrate, so I was always sort of confused. It's true. They give you medicines that make you crazy. And I got really pensive and emotional. I literally projectile cried whenever my nephew said something sweet. And then you get a lot of unsolicited advice when people know that you're trying to start a family. I once was told, have more sex. Yes, thank you. I understand, thanks. Really helpful stuff. But I knew I wouldn't probably survive emotionally if I did that month in and month out like a lot of people, God bless them. So we chose not to, and that felt like my balance was swinging by. I also noticed a lot of women in my life. I started to notice those women who didn't have children and how awesome they are, and they do amazing things, and why wouldn't I just want to be like them? So I finally heard my biological clock ticking a couple months before my 34th birthday, and I went to Brian and I said, I feel like if we really want to start a family, we need to get serious about trying again. So I made the appointment to go in, and I knew I was at a place of balance whenever I thought to myself, there's lots of cool things you can do without kids, like get a convertible. This was the convertible I wanted. Sorry, Lexus of Lincoln, I had a baby instead. So that, I know, we like Arthur more, it's okay. So on that Friday morning last March, Brian went early to the doctor's office because he had a work meeting. And so we kind of passed on Highway 80 and waved. And as I got my feet in the stirrups, the doctor came in and said, Brian's sample really wasn't good this morning. Although we're going to go ahead and do the artificial insemination, it probably won't achieve a pregnancy. I was devastated and alone. And then I realized as the pendulum swung the other way, Good Friday is a pretty awesome day for a miracle. And so I relaxed a little bit as I spread my legs to the heavens and waited for another 20 minutes for it to take. And this is my Good Friday miracle. Wherever you might be feeling infertile in your own life, just so you know, you're not alone. And there are really sweet moments of contentment there as you swing by. I encourage you to cling to those moments. It's a really special time. Namaste.